Chris Brown, Steve Tasker, joined in studio by a guy who should be getting some Pro Bowl consideration in the return game as a specialist for the AFC. It is Ray Davis, who currently leads the NFL in kick return average and had another big day last week, 4 returns for 164 big ones, including the spark that got everything started in the second half. And Ray, I kind of noticed this right out of the chute because we're getting ready for the kickoff that you guys took after the Patriots' first drive, and there you are back by yourself. You don't have your running mate, Ty Johnson. I was like, oh, here's a little wrinkle, and you had Reggie in front of you. How much did Coach Tabor want to get in the lab with your return game and maybe throw a couple of curveballs at those guys?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it all throughout the week. We were just kind of like, can we do it? Is the comfortability level there just in terms of he could spray the ball left to right, right to left? So once I told him I was comfortable with it, and once me and Reggie was on the same page of how we view things in terms of, the blocking and the spacing between us, it was like, all right, let's go out there and put it
That's
out
a good
there.
guy to run behind.
Yeah, it's a great guy.
We were sitting here waiting to come on, and you were talking about the return game, and particularly this last one, the third return you put out there. It wouldn't have happened had you not had a chance to have a conversation with those guys in front of you, because some specifics about blocking, who they're picking up, and the angles and all that. Give us some insight as to those conversations.
Yeah, I mean, playing special teams and also being on KOR, it's like going to a symphony, right? Like everybody has to be on the same note. If one guy's not on the note, then it just doesn't hit right, and that's kind of how it is in kickoff return. You have to be able to communicate. There's 11 guys on the field, but, I always say it's 12 guys because you're hearing Tabor. Tabor sees the same thing that I see, right? So I know if I see something, Tabor seeing it, Reggie's seeing it, and everybody's seeing it. So it's important to all be on that same note. It's important to all communicate because one person block could be, could spring that touchdown.
Right.
And on that first one of the second half, all of a sudden it's not Reggie as the up man. We got Alec out there. Look out now, because now I would imagine, though, and this is no knock on Alec, he weighs 300 pounds. Reggie weighs 250. Alec is going to maybe take him a little longer to get up to that first block. So how do you have to adjust your timing when you got a 300-pounder in front of you as opposed to a 250-pounder? You got to be mindful of that, right? No?
A little bit. I mean,
the fit isn't all that different.
No, it's like playing running back. It's like inside zone, right? You got to be able to set up your blocker, put the man on the defender, and then cut off, right, and be able to be confident in your cut. So in that situation there, it was about making sure Alec was in the right position to make the key block, and then, getting cutting off him and being confident and hitting the hole.
Yeah, because they walled that thing up nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. How much of a difference has it made this year that you can really focus in on this thing? I mean, last year you were kind of double teaming it with the offense, and you were getting some reps at running back. Now they put you kickoff return, and it's like, Ray, get this done, and you've really contributed. How big a difference does it mean having some offense taken off your plate and giving you that kickoff return? You can really have conversations between series and talk to guys who are going to be out there. How big a difference does that make?
I mean, it's huge. Last year I was a rookie, so I was a little bit timid to talk to everybody and explain the things that I saw. And now coming in a year or two, Tabe just kind of gave me a little bit of freedom to see things how I see it and to communicate with him and communicate with the guys. But, I mean, it feels good. I have a role. Trying to stick around as much as I can and just be relevant. Obviously I would love to be getting some reps on offense, but, I got to embrace my role, embrace my journey or whatever it takes. And, this is my moment. This is my opportunity, and it takes 11 guys to make it happen. And I'm happy to be one of the 11 guys on our special teams to make things shake.
Talking with Bills running back Ray Davis, as player interview appearances on One Bills Live are presented by Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is the official coffee of the Buffalo Bills. So Pro Bowl voting for fans ended yesterday, but I know our social media team was, trying to get the word out, pump your tires up and get you as many fan votes as possible. Now it comes down to coaches and players on other teams. And I know that sometimes there's guys elsewhere. It's like, hey, man, appreciate any support you could give me. Like, you got to lobby a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to lobby a little bit.
I did a lot of that in the beginning. I think probably the past 2 weeks I've been pushing myself.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was an option, and then I think the NFL sent me a text do you want us to make you a Pro Bowl graphic? And I was
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I've been posting it ever since, and I got some love from the Bills, man. So it'd be a blessing and an honor to get to that Pro Bowl because, again, it just shows all the hard work that I put in throughout this season.
I know that everybody, you kind of got on the radar after that 97-yarder in Houston, and I know the game didn't turn out the way you guys wanted, but how much has that return that went the distance kind of inspired your group?
Oh, 100%. Once I felt it in Houston, every week, I mean, Tabes could tell you, like, I just kept saying, I'm going to take one. Like, I'm getting closer, and I'm getting closer, and it was just about not making any mistakes and putting any of my other guys in any bad positions when it comes to blocking. Again, how they see it is how I see it, and it's the communication every time.
And give us an idea of what feedback you're getting from the other 10 guys that are out there with you. You take that back in Houston. How did the conversations and the attitude and the energy change?
Oh, I mean, it changed tremendously because we knew we could do it. I mean, we were always so close. You look at some of the Tampa Bay games. I mean, we were always so close, and Tabes would always joke around. He was my biggest believer. He said, I know you can get past the 50. And I wouldn't believe it myself, but he would believe it. And he'd tell me all the time, I know you can get past the 50. And then we just start making that a thing. Like, we don't want to just get to the 35. Like, our goal is we're trying to get to the 40 and more. Like, that's what it is on KOR for us.
And then now you're on everybody's radar. Like, I'm talking about these future opponents coming up. How are you going to handle that, knowing that there might be some teams that don't even want to give you an opportunity, and just having the discipline to say, okay, like, they're just going to kick it in the end zone. Let me help our offense. I'll take the knee here and give them the ball at the 35. As much as I want to help and get this thing and take it out, I got to be smart and do what's best for our team.
Yeah, I mean, that's like maturing. I had to mature. I think that Houston game, I brought it out. That second return, I got too greedy. And, Taves came over to me. He goes, it's a sign of respect. Look at it like that. It's a sign of respect when people are okay with starting at the 35 because they know you could probably get past it. And that's where I had to sit back and understand that it's a sign of respect, and you got to put the offense in the best field position. If I can't get them to the 40 or past the 40, we'll accept the 35.
Yeah,
I said that was the best decision you made against the Patriots. And after they snapped off the big 65-yarder to answer back and take the lead back, you kept it in the end zone. And I thought, man, that's really smart. Because the one thing you don't want to do is have, not that anything bad, but you don't want to get tackled inside the 20. You don't want to, heaven forbid, turn it over. You don't want anything like that to give them even more momentum. Just take the knee, let Josh and the offense come back out and just pick up where they left off. I thought that was a really not easy decision.
Yeah.
Because you're hungry, because you're already,
right?
I felt it. Yeah.
So you were feeling it, but you know what? It was the right decision, and I thought, man, that was really a mature decision.
Appreciate that. Like I said, it's Tabor, man. Tabe's always telling me, just think about it from a respect aspect. If they want to kick it in the end zone and give you a free 35, that means they're scared of this as special teams.
Right.
Yeah. Let's get to this week's Timbits Timeout, presented by, of course, Tim Hortons, where we have the fans ask Bills players a unique question. This one comes from Andrew, who's going to put you on the spot a little bit here. Who's your favorite blocker in the return game? Is it Alec Anderson or Reggie Gilliam? So somebody else was watching closely last week. Who's getting the bigger Christmas present?
I love Alec. He's our O-lineman. He does everything for us. But I got to go with hopefully my future Pro Bowler, Reggie Gilman.
Yeah.
I got to go Reggie, man. What he's been doing on special teams, he has been, really just the secret sauce in everything we do when it comes to communication. I mean, that's the guy that I go to and say, hey, what do you think about this, right? Or do you think it could be a kick out here? You think it could be potentially a cutback? So Reggie definitely is big kudos to Reggie, man.
Killing it on offense, too.
He's killing it, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I said he deserves a Pro Bowl, man. That guy right there deserves to be at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, he does so much, and I always thought, those are the guys you call, there's nothing else to call them except they're athletes or, they're football players. They got to do everything. You got to drop back and block. You got to go forward and carry the ball. You got to catch the ball, run routes. Guys like Gilliam and you doing this kickoff return thing and being a running back. There's so many things they ask you to do athletically and, of course, mentally. It's a lot of fun to be able to contribute in that many ways.
Heck yeah. It's amazing.
Ray, thanks for the time. Stay healthy and keep popping them, man. Keep popping them. Can't wait to see another one.
Appreciate that, Chris.
Good luck at the Pro Bowl as well. Good stuff.
That's running back Ray Davis joining us. We'll